Hey guys, yesterday I did a video of my top PS3 games that you must get, and I don't know if he's a subscriber, but someone left a comment. A gentleman by the name of Brody Calvert, I hope I said that name right, left a comment saying, "What do I think about the Arkham games?" And you know what? I was going to leave a message, just write down. I said, "Yeah, I like them," but I thought it would be better if I take the three. I'm only doing the three that are on the PS3. I'm not going to include Arkham Knight. I do love Arkham Knight for my Xbox One, but only problems I have with that one is the driving mechanics are not that great. Story is not that great, and the ending sucks ass so bad. I hate the ending of Arkham Knight. Um, I don't want to do any spoilers, because if you guys have not played those ones or played Arkham Knight yet, I'm not saying you can't play it, because I have an opinion that I don't really like it. I like the fighting mechanic. I love everything about it. It's just I just don't like the villain. Arkham Knight is a very lackluster villain. And the ending, it just doesn't feel like a Batman ending. You kind of just drop the ball with the ending. Like, you can't make any more games now because of what you did in the end. But beyond that, it's a fun game. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So let's get into. I got them all. So let's get into the Batman Arkham Asylum. When Batman Arkham Asylum first came out, I was very skeptical about a Batman open world game, because from that point on, superhero games besides Spider-Man were never that great, especially DC games. Superman Returns was a big flop. You just flew around Metropolis and you're so overpowered, and the enemies were generic. Then you had like the Justice League Heroes game. There was bits and pieces here and there with different superheroes. So I was very skeptical about the Arkham series. But when it came out, I loved the first game so much that I bought it day one without knowing what it was. I didn't read any reviews, nothing. I still have the 3D glasses for this thing. This is the original game that I did buy when it or is this the second? Well, it's the first game I bought. So I don't know when this came out. 2010. So this is 9 years old. Yeah. So when it came out, I just lied. I bought this twice. I did. I bought this twice. I bought this. Was it on for the 360? It was on for the 360. I bought this for the 360 when it first came out. I did not buy this for the PS3. I bought it for the 360. But when I did buy my PS3 eventually, this was the very first game that I did buy. I love the story. I love the fighting mechanics. The fighting mechanics are just awesome in this. Easy combos, easy counters, Batman's gadgets, everything about the Arkham Asylum was great. The way that they used the villains, I love the Killer Croc levels where you have to like sneak on the platforms, and if you make too much noise, he pops out, grabs you, and which is pretty cool. And when they bring Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill back to do the voices, that just brings it up another level. Because I'm a 80s 90s kid, and when Batman the Animated Series came out, those were my guys. Those were my Batman and Joker. So the fact that they can bring them back for these games, it just brought it to another level for me. Again, love the ending. It's a great ending. Joker gets all big, like a Bane with the Bane serum and whatnot. But with the cast of villains that they have that you can fight, I thought they did a really good job, and all the little knickknacks you can do throughout the Arkham Asylum, the Asylum. I should just say the Asylum, and the Batcave. The way that they introduced the Batcave in it's just great. So I think I'll score these individually. So this is a 9.2. For me, it's a 9.2. I could say 10, but a 10, it you get nothing based off of 10. Like, there's issues I had with it. Some of the puzzles were not that great. Some of them were really janky. Um, some of the minor villains were just generic. Um, but to give it a 10, it's just doing injustice. You can't do that. So, 9.2. 9.2 is pretty good. That's like up there. Um, but then, what year did this one come out? 2011. So, a couple of years just down the line, just a couple of years, they came out with Batman Arkham City, and now this is a true open city world that you can explore as Batman. I had a little issue that you can. I said, if this is an open world, the best way to do this is to have your Batmobile, which they did not do. They did that on Arkham Knight, but I wish they did it in Arkham City. I thought it would really bring the game up a level, but I guess with the time constraints and only doing having 2 years to actually do this game and bring it out, they would only have so much they can do. Again, love the villain roster. Love the beginning with Hugo Strange and bringing Joker back. Joker's dying. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna spoil this. So, Joker's dying. He injects Batman with his blood, and so Batman hallucinates throughout the whole game. It's pretty cool. And the way that you could play as Catwoman, I thought Catwoman would be kind of a gimmick that they would use through the game, but she is actually fun to play as. I didn't think that would work, but you can do the little side missions, beat 'em ups with Robin, Nightwing, I think, Catwoman. I just had really fun, and even Catwoman's story is pretty good. Two-Face, I love Two-Face in this. He's just so badass. Harley Quinn. What else did they have in this one? Did they have Poison Ivy? Did they? I'm trying to remember all the bosses. They did Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze was excellent. He was at the police station, so I really love it. Again, the gadgets are always on point with these games. Just the way they can utilize them and everything. So let's just make this sweet and short. This is going a little bit above Arkham Asylum. This is probably getting a 9.3. Not much, like a point, a 0.1 higher than Arkham Asylum. But again, you can't go too high with these, or you're just going to screw yourself. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. You can play them in order. Only problem I have is with the next one I'm going to bring up, Batman Arkham Origins. I did not finish this game. It's not made by the same company. This is these ones are made by Rocksteady, and these ones are just made by Warner Brother Games Montreal. So you can really tell a difference between this one and those two. I don't think this is very well polished. I did not like the Black Mask character. I did not like the assassins that they used. The bring Joker in was just lame. He's not an assassin. Joker's not an assassin at all. For them to say, yeah, he's part of the assassins that are there to kill you. Joker's not an assassin. He's not that kind of guy. Some of the other assassins are kind of lame. I didn't. Was Copperhead one of them? I haven't finished it because I just kind of gave up after a while because I did not like it at all. It didn't push the story forward. It just went back to a prequel. I don't want to play a prequel because I already know what's going to happen to Batman. Bruce Wayne. I didn't have any fun with this one at all. So I'm not going to bother talking about this one for too long. It's a 6.5. It's a 6.5. It's not the greatest. Basically, I usually stay away from this one as much as I can. Only reason I bought it is because my son wanted to play it, and I was like, okay. So yeah. So that's the score for that one. Oh, what I forgot, the skins that you can change for the Batman costume is epic. There's so many different types of costumes, and I forget how many costumes Batman has. I usually stick with the Neil Adams light blue with the bright yellow bat symbol and the gray. I really love that. I grew up with that one, so usually that's the one I play as. Um, I think they threw in the animated series uh, costume too, which was fun to play, especially when you have Kevin Conroy's voice. But yeah, so yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Rocksteady games. Um, Even with um, Arkham Knight, Arkham Knight's like a 8, 8.5. Not the best, but yeah, that's my opinions on those games. You know, love them. Play Arkham Asylum. I don't know how many times. Play Arkham City. I don't know how many times. It's just games that you can play over and over again, and I don't think you would ever get bored of them. Uh, Except for the for the exception of Arkham Origins, then you're kind of just pushing it. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you like it. Hope you like my opinion of the Batman Arkham series. And so throw me a comment down below. You know, you don't have to throw me a like, but it's appreciated. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do. And as always, guys, I love you, and I will talk to you later.